Hello, my dears and my darlings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world as I'm posting this video. I am going to be labeling it September 22nd because where I am, I'm posting it in time for the 22nd, but you might not see it for a few weeks, a few months. So I'm setting the intention that this be a message for you for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see it, okay? You might be in a different time zone, a different part of the world. You may see this at a later time. So I'm setting the intention that this message find you and be a message for you for the next 24 hours. As you all can see from this background here, I am still on the road traveling, so we're in different settings at this time. Ooh, yowza. Okay, we have an interesting message today, my darlings. We're going to move you all just a little bit closer. And the card that we have for today is the Seven of Swords. Oops. And the Seven of Swords can come up in a couple of different ways. It can come up in the way of, like, we need to be cautious because we may be dealing with somebody who perhaps maybe does not have the best intentions towards us. So we could be dealing with someone that maybe they have ulterior motives. Pay attention at this time, anybody who's all of a sudden taking an interest in you. Like, this happens a lot of the times when we're healing, we're opening up to receive. A lot of the daily cards we've had lately have been cards saying that, hey, you've broken out of blockages and your heart's opening up and blessings are coming in. And so people around you may be noticing this. People may be looking at you like, oh, you know, so-and-so is about to have a come up, or, oh, I kind of feel like things are starting to go well for so-and-so. And they've known you forever. They've known you forever. They've had plenty of time to get close to you. But all of a sudden now, they're taking interest. All of a sudden now they're sliding into your DMs and they're wanting to get together and hang out and spend time together. Pay attention to anything like that. Now, obviously, sometimes maybe there could be issues of timing and somebody maybe they're interested in you, but they can't at that time, and they may come around later. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about someone who's had plenty of time and plenty of opportunity, but now all of a sudden that things are going well for you, they want to hang out. They want to be around you, right? Because they know that come up is about to happen. And when that come up happens, they want to say, oh, well, I'm not like all these other fake people that are all of a sudden around you now that you have the blessing. You know, I was around you before the blessing came in. When the truth of it is, they were ahead of the game. They saw it coming and they got in early, or at least they're trying to. So be careful and be cautious of that. In a workplace environment or workplace situation, this could be a good time to really make sure you're double checking your work, especially if you have things that maybe you walk away and you have to leave unattended, right? Maybe come back and check on things, make sure everything is as you left it or everything is as you prepared it. Maybe document your work, maybe back up things with emails or back up things in writing, because there could be someone who's feeling a little bit threatened by you and they may be trying to, you know, mess things up or mess with things to make it look like you left something out or you didn't do something correctly. So just be cautious at this time. If somebody in a workplace situation is giving you instructions, take notes and make sure if you have email, back it up with email. Because I've had it happen to me when I worked in corporate situations where somebody would on purpose tell me to do it the wrong way. And I had to learn the hard way, you know, and I say, well, that's what you told me to do. No, I would never tell you to do it like that. It's not my fault if you misunderstood me. Well, after that, I learned to back it up with an email. Hey, so-and-so, thanks for teaching me how to do this. So per your instructions, I'm going to go ahead and do A, B, and C. right? And they don't write me back. I do it. Supervisor, boss comes in all mad, all upset. And I say, well, I'm sorry. That's how I was told to do it. And that person says, no, I wouldn't tell you to do it that way. Oh, okay, well, let me print out that email for you. You know, I sent you the email. I told you that's what I heard. And when you didn't write me back, when you didn't say anything different, then, you know, I just assumed that everything was correct. But I did send you that email, and I did let you know that's what I heard. And nobody told me otherwise. And so that's why I did it this way. Right? So this might be a good time to make sure you're covering your sweet little behind here. There could be things like this in a workplace situation. Seven of Swords also sometimes comes up when we need to move quietly with the things that we're doing, right? You might have some big plans right now. You might have some really big ideas right now. And so I know sometimes we want to speak things into existence, but right now might not be a good time to be shouting everything to the world. Right now might be a better time to take these steps quietly and to go about our business quietly and not draw attention to ourselves. And there's a couple of different reasons why sometimes we're guided to move in silence. Sometimes it's because we want to avoid outside interference. That could be people who are jealous, or they want a piece of things, or they feel threatened by what we're doing, and so they might come in and they might kind of sabotage in some way, or distract us, or think that, you know, oh, well, we're gonna have a ton of money or something, and so they're kind of coming in and trying to like get a piece of it. And so sometimes it could just be so that we can move through things smoothly, without interruption, without drama, and just kind of get things done in peace and not have to deal with people, you know, having ulterior motives or getting in the way of what needs to be done, or flat out trying to throw a wrench in the works, so to speak. Sometimes it's because we're around a lot of negative people. And when we're trying to be positive and we're like, oh, I'm so excited, you know, the thing that I was working on is starting to move forward. Like, for example, say you've always dreamed of having your own business, and it started, and you made some sales, you got some customers, or you got some clients, and you're so excited, and you're like, I actually got some clients this week, or I got my first client, or I made my first sale, and you're all happy about it. And you're trying to say, see, things are moving forward. See, you know, things are starting to move along. And you have some negative person who's like, oh, yeah, great. I guess you just need, like, what, 200 more of those before you can pay rent? Like, they might say something negative or something really discouraging. And here you are, pulling yourself out of a dark place, focusing on the positive, celebrating your first little victory here, like this little candle, right? You have this little candle and you're focusing on the beauty of that flame, and it's giving you inspiration and hope, and it's so beautiful, and they just come in and they blow it out. So sometimes we need to move in silence to keep people from blowing out our flame here, right? And so this might not be the time to be super flamboyant or super loud or attract energy to ourselves. We might be very optimistic. We may feel really good things are coming, and we can speak them into existence in the privacy of our homes or our rooms, or, you know, some place where nobody's gonna hear it. But this might not be the time to draw attention to ourselves and to the things that we're doing. Now, I have a very kind of out of left field message right now that I'm feeling very moved to share. I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, but I kind of felt it on my heart, and I kind of felt like I wanted to put it out there in one of the videos that I post. And Spirit is like moving me to do it now, and so I'm gonna do it now. And this is not gonna apply to the majority of you. I would say the majority of you, you're gonna be like, okay, Amethyst, this is not my message. But for some of you, you're gonna say, oh my God, this is my message. And those of you who say, oh my God, this is my message, you are going to be a smaller group within the audience. I want to say this because I'm currently on the road, okay? And so I've been in and out of some hotel rooms when I'm like recording and stuff, because I can't record where I'm staying because my family is really freaked out by tarot and they think it's all satanic. So I can't do any kind of tarot stuff around friends or family. So when I'm recording, I try to get like a hotel room. So on the road, when I'm recording like this and being in and out of hotel rooms, I tend to come across a lot of call girls or ladies of the night that I tend to bump into like in the lobby areas or outside in the parking lot. And a lot of the times they'll start talking to me, not to recruit me as a customer or anything like that, but they'll just start talking to me. They just feel comfortable with me. And it's happened to me several cities, several states. And when I used to work the psychic hotlines, a lot of the calls I would get would be from ladies who are doing that kind of work. And some of you watching right now, you may be doing that kind of work. And so I want to talk to you for a minute here. I feel the reason why I encounter a lot of ladies who do this kind of work, or why these kind of, this profession, the ladies who do this kind of work or who are in this profession, like they come to me, they start talking to me. You all are in some really heavy energy, and I'm not judging what you do by any means. Those of you who don't want to be in it and want to get out of it, please know I specifically pray for you all who don't want to be in this work, who are trying to get out, to get the help and support you need to get out and to make the transition into something else. For those of you who are like, I hate doing this, but I feel stuck, I'm praying for you, and I hope in the future I might be able to do something like establish some kind of organization or something to help. And I keep saying ladies, but there are men too, right, who are in this profession who maybe don't want to be in it. And I hope that one day I can provide help and support to people who don't want to be in it to get out of it. But I want to say something to those of you who are currently in it. I know from talking to a lot of ladies who've been in this line of work, I know it's very heavy on the spirit. I know the challenges that you face emotionally, mentally, physically even. And I'm praying for your healing. I'm praying for you to be able to release the energy that you pick up in doing this, because I think what a lot of people don't realize is it is a form of energy work, because the people that are coming to you, even though they're coming in a physical way and it's a physical transaction of like these physical base needs, there's a lot behind that. There's a lot of pain behind that. There's a lot of things that they're trying to forget, a lot of things that they're trying to release. And here you are absorbing those shock waves. Here you are absorbing those aggressions or those pains or those traumas. And so it's like, I guess what I'm going to say is I'm not encouraging you to stay in it. I'm not telling you that you have to do it. But, you're doing a form of energy work. You're doing a form of like holding space while someone is releasing some really heavy things. And so what I would encourage you to do, if at all possible, is to make sure that you're making time to ground yourself, to pray, to meditate, to release, to do cord cutting, to be in prayer, to be in meditation. If you're able to take a sea salt bath and maybe put in some essential oils like lavender or rosemary or sage, This can be really helpful to allow yourself like to soak and to release, but you're absorbing so much. You're absorbing so much energetically, and I just want you all to know that it's something that you don't have to keep in your space. You don't have to keep in your aura. Like, you can take a moment and to say, this isn't mine, this doesn't belong to me. And the same way that an energy healer after an intense session will disconnect and ground themselves and clear their energy, I hope that you all can take time to do that for yourselves, and to not internalize that energy, and just know that you all are in my prayers. I don't make any judgments of anybody. We all have challenges in our life, and we all have different circumstances and situations in our life, and nobody can say what they would do in your situation until they're in your situation. It's easy to say, oh, well, I wouldn't do this, or oh, I wouldn't do that, or I would go do this, or I would do that. But until you're in a situation, you have no idea what you would do in that situation, because it's a whole nother ball game. It's a whole nother situation. So for those of you who are in this type of work, I am praying for you. I am sending you healing. I feel that maybe someday in the future, Spirit may allow me to be of service, to be of help, to those who don't want to be in it and who want to get out of it. Because I encounter, as I said, I'm sure there's men who are in it too, but the ones that have approached me and come to me have always been ladies. And that's why I started off with ladies, but I'm not, I don't mean to leave out the guys, but know that my prayers are with you. And I don't feel like I'm able to put it into words enough. I don't feel like my words are doing justice what's in my heart and what I'm trying to express. But please know that what you're doing is it's intense. It's intense. It's intense. In my idea, it is a form of energy work or energy exchange. And I don't want you all to hold on to the things that people are coming and throwing at you, or releasing at you, or releasing in your direction. Take time to let it pass. Take time to let it go, to release it, to know this isn't yours, and you don't have to hold it, and you don't have to carry it. And maybe, hopefully, little by little, this can help you shift out of the energy and give you clarity to take the steps that will get you out of this kind of work, those of you who don't want to do it anymore. And I hope someday I can be of service in a helpful, in like a real practical way, right? To where I'm doing more than just talking or saying that I'm praying for you. I am praying for you, but I hope one day I can be of service in a more practical way. Again, I know that's not a message for the majority of you, but for any of you who do hear this, please know you're in my prayers. Please know that you're loved. God loves you. Universe loves you. You are a worthy and beautiful and desirable person. And I thank you for receiving the messages. I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead, and I hope that you'll check out tomorrow's message. If you haven't checked out the weekly forecasts yet, check them out. They are linked in the description. Love readings for September are linked in the description. If you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful day. Bye, my dears.